All right, Anita, thank you for your time. Talk to me a little bit about yourself and what Acquire to Retire is all about.
We're a property investment house that helps clients build property portfolios over the long term. So generally what we'll do is we'll do everything from a coaching style, education style, consulting service that also sources stock for clients, as well as arrange finance too. So we provide a complete service that's ongoing. It's a relationship-based business.
Amazing. And what sort of type of clients do you work with? Like, is it mum and dads? Is it like more of the high income ones, or how's it work?
Actually a range. I would say our core clients are mum and dad investors.
Yes.
But their income earnings vary from people that earn $65,000, $70,000 a year right up to into 500s, even $1 million a year. So it just depends, but there's quite a range from earning income capacity.
Sure. And before you started working with us, talk to me a little bit about what you're doing for lead generation and if you're facing any challenges, I guess.
Not much, actually, before we met you, Ashay. We were doing, our business has predominantly to date, before starting with Kick Marketing, being focused on a lot of referrals. That's where our consistency in our business. And we're looking to, and we are looking to scale the business, but also create some consistent leads within our business as well. So not just relying on the referral sources that we've had previously. And that's where Kick Marketing comes in. We've set up a great little system with you guys where we actually get a consistency of, there's at least 30 people inquiring each month, for our services.
Yep. And I guess what attracted you towards social media to kind of go down that pathway to grow the brand?
Well, I think that's the way to go these days. It was always email marketing, those type of things. I've worked with other people that did that, but didn't do it very well and very successfully. And I really liked Kick Marketing. The reason why actually is that you were willing to understand our business and the way that it worked, and not just offer us a generic service. It's very much you're there to tweak the service ongoing to ensure that we're getting the results. That's probably the biggest thing. I've spoken to a lot of people before. I worked with a few people before. We didn't have a lot of success in it. They really didn't understand what we were doing as a business. But with us, through the system that you have, you got to know what we do as a business, understand our business and the type of leads that we actually need. And then you ensure, as we're going, that's why we're continuing to, it's been, I don't know how many years now.
It's 3 years now, I think.
So, and consistently along the way, you're very much involved to ensure that we are getting the leads and the right type of quality of lead coming through too, because it's always changing.
Yeah. If you can talk to me a little bit about the results, I guess you mentioned, you did mention about 30 inquiries each month.
Yeah.
Is there anything more to add to that in terms of like the sales?
We get about 30 inquiries. I think based on the budget that we've discussed, we get about 30 inquiries a month. And I would say anywhere from 7 to 12 or 15 booked appointments that we actually get from that as well. And then we're generally converting probably around about 4 or 5 of those on a consistent sort of basis. Obviously, month to month is quite different, but if we look at an annual sort of sense,
perfect. And I guess there's many digital marketing companies out there. Like, did you have any hesitations before you started to work with us? Like before you kind of pull the trigger?
Because I had spoken to a few other people, and when I say I hadn't tried much before, I actually had tried a bit. When I really think about it, it's just that none of it really worked. So and that's when I think we had a couple of conversations before.
It was over a few months, I think.
Before we actually did something together. Was that because I needed the person that I was going to work with to understand what we did as a business and be willing to revise. I understand, and I think most people do with social media, it's, you're going to have a few months where you've got to get through a few niggles, that type of thing, to get the system right so it hums. And I needed to ensure that I was going to work with someone, but it wasn't going to take 12 or 18 months. I felt that previously the people that I'd worked with spun a lot of information, but never really actually did the tweaking or changed or, made the changes that were necessary, or were really, I felt that you were very invested in to ensure that we would have a long-term working relationship, not just for 5 minutes, for 3 months or 6 months. You were actually going to get us the results that we needed ongoing. So,
Perfect. And I guess, what would you say to anybody thinking about working with Kick, I guess?
I'd give them a go and you'll see. That's what we did. And we're now 3 years later and we're still working together. So
perfect. Amazing. Cheers for your time. Thank you.